So I'm not sure if you guys heard the news, but there was a new superhero movie that was released on Tuesday. This one's called The Dark Knight Descends, The Orange Clown Rises. Where's the cartridge on America? Because I think you could just take it out and just blow on it and like try to reset it. Maybe that would help. But 238 years is really impressive amount of time for a republic. I mean, Rockin' Republic jeans only lasted about 5 years. Canada's immigration website crashed during the election results because so many Americans are trying to leave and they want to come to Canada. As a single Canadian woman, I welcome it. Americans may think that Canada is just like the United States, and while we have some really great things in common, you will be able to speak one of our 2 languages upon arrival, there are quite a few cultural differences between us. So today we're going to explore my Canadian courtship dating guide for US citizens interested in emigrating to Canada. We are going to explore 3 steps in Canadian courtship: dating, proposals, and weddings. As an American in Canada, you will meet many beautiful Canadian women that you would like to date. You can take them on typical American dates, to the movies, to the mall, to a restaurant. We do those things here too, but there's only one way to let a Canadian girl know that you are super interested in her and only her. If you've taken a Canadian out on a couple American-style dates and you really want to let her know that you're exclusive, you have to take her curling. This is a big Canadian pastime. Curling is a sport in which we throw rocks on ice and try to get to a target. No, seriously, I'm not making it up, it's true. Once you get your date to the curling rink, you're gonna take the broom and sweep her off her feet. By sweeping someone off their feet with the curling broom, you can avoid the whole awkward conversation of like, are you dating someone else? Are we exclusive? Because all Canadians know that once you've been swept off your feet with a curling broom, that you're exclusive. As an American sweeping a Canadian girl off her feet, you're gonna wanna yell, hurry, hurry, hard, which is ironically also what we yell in the Sac. And by the Sac, I mean SAQ. That's the place that we buy alcohol in Quebec. Hurry, hurry, I need to get drunk. Once you've swept your Canadian girl off her feet and things are going well, you may want to think about proposing. The average Canadian couple dates for about 500 metric weeks, or a half a kilo week. Americans are very good at extravagant proposals, including dancing flash mobs and your very own photographer, but in Canada, we like to keep it a little more simple and traditional. Asking for parental permission is very, very important in Canadian culture. Once you've decided you'd like to propose to your Canadian girlfriend, you're gonna need to set out to find her parents. Canadians are hatched from eggs that are grown in the Arctic, fertilized by beavers and deers. You'll need to book a flight to the Northwest Territories to get the official birth records to find her corresponding beaver and deer. Once you've found her actual birth parents, no problem, you can ask for their permission. But don't forget, you have to do it in French, as everyone here is bilingual. I've saved you the trouble and translated a proposal so that you can ask her birth parents when you meet them up in the Arctic. Puis-je marier votre œuf? Once you've received parental permission, you're gonna need to pick out a ring and a Tim Hortons cup. Every Canadian girl looks forward to the day that her Tim's cup includes a ring. I do! Now it's time for your traditional Canadian wedding. You're going to put on your finest Canadian tuxedo, which ironically, you probably already own. Even if you're not familiar with what it looks like, please see the cover of any Bryan Adams album. As you stand in front of her friends and family, your bride will walk down the aisle to the flute solo from Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. When Canadians take their wedding vows, they promise to honor, love, and respect their partner for the rest of their lives. They also apologize for everything they've ever done. You also apologize for any future fights you're gonna have, so just be prepared, this part takes a while. Once you've made it through the airing of the grievances, it's time for your first kiss. The officiant will take out this ceremonial frozen pole. The bride places her tongue on the pole and it freezes there. It's then the groom's responsibility to help loosen her tongue with his own warm saliva. After a couple years together, you may want to get your own Canadian babies, which will mean another trip to the Arctic to visit her birth parents. I hope you found this guide to dating a Canadian helpful, especially if you plan on moving to this country on January 20th. If you're actively seeking a Canadian girlfriend, you can check out my profile and the profiles of tons of other amazing single girls at maplematch.com. Don't forget to leave a comment and share this video with your American friends. Please know that your neighbors up north love and support you, and there's always room for hot, single, sexy, progressive dudes in this country. God bless America.